Hi. Hi, sweetie. I'm going to turn your camera off, okay? Give me just a second to... Hi. Hello, hello. I'm just going to turn your cameras off. Thank you. Hi, Chuck. I have a number calling. Oh, Alina. Hi. Hello, Alina. Let me get your video off. Okay, cool. Okay, let me close your video. Let me see. That's going to be bright on you. Let's go. I have some phone numbers and I can't, with the phone numbers that come in, here's what happens is I don't know your name. And so I can't give you the points because I don't know who you are. So I have 3 phone numbers calling in and that's gonna not allow me. Hi, Sarah, let me take your camera off, sweetie. Katie, let me take your camera off. Cameras are off, don't worry. Hi, Marissa, let me see. Elena, hello. Hi, Bruce. Hey, Amber. Let's see. Yeah, I have 3 phone numbers. 3 numbers calling in. I have a 19, that's the last 2 digits of one, a 68, and a 56. So those are my numbers. Those numbers, I don't know who you are. So you'll have to, I don't want you to waste your time. I won't be able to give you credit unless you are able to tell me somehow. So if you're calling in from a phone, I can't, you can't see me, I don't think, and I need you to be seeing me. There's a chat room, everyone. There's a chat box, okay? And I'm gonna type into it now. Hi, hello, okay, welcome. This is where you're gonna be able to communicate with me. All your mics are automatically turned off, and then I turn your cameras off. I turn there, that's Marissa's now done. So I'll be turning your cameras off when you come in. We're gonna give it just a moment before we get started. And I'm so bright. Let me close my screen a little bit here. Let's see. That's better, I think. That's a little bit, yeah, that's better. Huh, that's better. You can see me better. Hi, Blaine. Okay, so I'm in a hoodie today. So Dan, put my hoodie on because it's cold. So don't be alarmed, I'm in a hoodie this morning because it's cold out there. So let's just see here what I have going through my list. Some of you I've seen before, so I think that's so awesome that you're here again to get the extra credit points. And this is a fun, like marketing is so cool, right? I don't know how many of you really enjoy marketing, but I think marketing is really cool, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So let me just check my time. I've got 13 participants with me, which was pretty decent. But again, I've got 2 phone numbers. So my phone numbers, people, unless you're already in here and I see your face, you know, like not your face, but the screen, you got to tell me who you are. So, and there's no way you might you might be able to rename yourself. In there, it shows that you can rename in your phone numbers. So if there's a way for you to try and do that, but again, last digit 19, last digit 68, I will not be able to give you credit because I don't know who you are unless you are already in here. Hi, Chris. Let me take your video off. Okay. How are we doing today? Hi, Sarah, I see you. Yes, I do. I do see you. Is everyone doing well today? Yes, no, maybe so. We're not doing well. Nobody wants to tell me how we're doing. I'm looking to see if you want to tell me. Great, thank you. Tired. Yeah, me too, which is why I'm in the hoodie. And only a little bit of mascara. Doing well. How are you? Hi, Katie. I'm well. Hi, good morning. Tired too, right? We're tired. Yeah, I'm not the earliest bird in the bunch, okay, you guys, but I still catch my worm nonetheless. All right, so good morning. Good morning. All right, let me share my screen now. What I want for you to have. Oh, I gotta go right here first. Let's share screen. All right, one more time, Chris. Checking through. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi, Alexandria. I'm going to turn your camera off, okay, sweetie? No worries. Camera's off. All right. I always protect the identity of my superheroes. Don't worry about it. All right. So here we go. Let me share screen. Let's share the screen. Share the screen. There we are. All right. Sharing the screen now. And let's bring it to, there we go. Can you all see that fairly well? Everybody's good to see that. I'm going to run one more time through my list here. Again, I've got 2 phone numbers. I love that you're with me. Oh, now I'm down to 1 phone number. So hopefully that person is able to tell me their name. I need your name. Hi. All right. So marketing. Anybody, let me see if I can bring up, hi, chat. Okay. All right. Okay. So that makes sense. I got you. Great. That's good. Thank you for that, Alexandria. So I see the numbers gone though too. So that's cool. I'm just waiting for my last digit 68, a 916 area code to tell me who they are. All right. So I will move my chat room over here. All right, I will actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize that. And so if you have, there we go. All right, so let's get started. Marketing. So that's basically, that's our objective today, everyone, is marketing. We're going to cover marketing. I'm going to pull my camera back up here so that those who watch later can see the marketing concept, the marketing mix, also known as the 4 Ps. I'm also going to end with marketing, a little bit of marketing strategy, and kind of talk to you again more about vision, mission. I realized that I should have probably correlated your individual project with this, and so I apologize. I've sent you out a document that talked about mission and vision, values, and things like that. But this would have been good to have as a correlation to it. And then I'm going to end with emotional intelligence. And if you don't know what emotional intelligence is, I want you to learn everything you can about emotional intelligence. All right. Hi, Lisa. It looks like you just joined me. Okay. I think I see what's going on. Let me see. I'm getting talks. Hang on. People are saying stuff to me. Let me go over here and look at this. I probably better pull my chat room up. Oh, hang on. Technical difficulties. Don't worry. We'll get it together. Chat. There we go. Let's see. Okay. That's fine. Okay. You're still with me though, Alexandria, it looks like, right? Sorry, I'm taking a question. Lisa. Okay. Hi, Lisa. Lisa, if you can in the chat, I'm taking your video off. Okay, if you can in the chat room, Lisa, just can you give me your last name, sweetie? Sorry, you guys, let me just deal with that. All right. All right, here we go. We're gonna move forward now. All right, marketing, here we go. Let me roll this down for myself and see if I can move this around so that people can see it when they go back. Does anybody, the first question I actually want to ask you all is, do I have people who are interested in going into marketing or who have taken marketing before? And this is really what your interest is? Tell me in the chat room. Can you tell me if you have an interest in marketing? Anybody? I'm going to wait just a second for anybody to ask me. Been there, done that, huh, Charles? Okay. I'm thinking about taking a marketing class. And you're enrolled in the class now, okay. Only in our introduction business, but that was the cool part of the class, was the marketing, right? Do you think just marketing is advertising? Who thinks marketing is just advertising? Or do you realize that it's more than just advertising? Thomas Reed is a good instructor. Thomas Reed is the bomb. He is up there. It has to be more. Right. So marketing, even just like in this slide right here, right? It's the creating, communicating, delivering, exchanging for the value that you have. It's always about the value that we have for our customer, right? Our client, our partner, society at large, right? It's a lot more, Charles. You are exactly right. It is a lot more than just advertising. But next week, we're going to go in more on the advertising and selling part of it. And this week, we're covering just the beginnings of it. So that is what it is. It's way more than marketing, but a lot of people think, marketing is advertising. No, it's not just advertising. So it is a lot more. All right, so I forget that if I'm not on here. All right, so the marketing concept, and it basically is just, again, considering the needs and desires of our customers. What do our customers want? Again, going back to a couple of weeks ago to getting the job done. Remember, each of us, hi, Brianna, I'm gonna take your camera off, sweetie, okay? All of our customers have a job that they need to get done, right? And what's important is that how are we delivering in our marketing concept that need? How are we explaining that need to them? In the price, in the convenience of it, in the product itself, right? In the placement and the promoting of it. So basically that's part of what the concept is. Here, let me go to the next slide as well here. So in applying the marketing concept, there's three focuses. Obviously, customer orientation, finding out everything that we can about the customer. Does anybody have a Walgreens number card, a Raley's rewards card, a Safeway rewards card? Who has those things? Safeway, Bel Air, Raley's, Walgreens, Rite Aid. Anybody have those? Yes. Safeway, who has it? Yes, right? Yes, all of them, right? Yes, right? Exactly. Why do we have those things? So that they can market to us, right? We have them and they're tracking us. They're tracking everything that we do. I mean, even on the internet, the cookies are tracking us, right? The cookies, they're after us. Anyways, and you'll look at something and then all of a sudden it's all over your Facebook, it's all over your Instagram, any social network you're using, all of a sudden that same image is, I put some black little diamonds in the bucket. I didn't get it in my cart. I just left it there. I was like, no, I'm going to come back, get the black diamonds later, right? Put the black diamonds there. The black diamonds are haunting me. They're everywhere, right? Because they've seen me. They've tracked me. They want to find out, and so that they can provide. And that's what those cards do, right? The other thing is, and if you hear my landlord is doing my yard, so you might hear a little bit of yard work going on. So I apologize, you guys, for the background noise. But service oriented, customer service, it's everything. If you don't provide most excellent customer service, your business is inevitable to fail. At some point, it's going to lack sales. It's going to lack. Your employees are going to want to go away, all kinds of things. So you have to employ really high-driven customer sales, customer service people, right? You know, as a customer, right, Google's the worst. You think so? Oh, that was private. Sorry, Charles, that Google was the worst. But Amazon, they say, is pretty good customer service, easy to run through their website, right? Kind of easy to work with. They're just not very good to work for, is what they say. But service, making sure everyone is in the organization. That's what the service is about. Everyone, making sure an organization, everyone in an organization is committed. Everyone is committed, right? You know, who's had the worst customer service ever? Worst. Made you never go back. Tell me. AT&T. Why do we go to phones? We sure go to phones, don't we? What else? Who's a customer service that you just like? Comcast. Oh, nobody likes Comcast. Nobody likes them. I paid that bill today. I didn't like them very much for that bill. What else? Come on, you guys, tell me. Poor customer service. Anybody else? AT&T for sure. Let's talk about it for a second. United Airlines, right? They were in the news. They charged me and I wasn't even getting service. See, those kind of things, which is why I'm having you track your money so that you can see who's taking advantage of you. And if you've had really excellent customer service, aren't you more driven to go back and be loyal to that company? That's the company you're going to serve, be loyal to and go back and get your service from, things of that nature. Tell me about some good customer service, how it affects you. Safeway trucks, what you buy under their card, memberships, what you get specialized coupon. Yes, I'll log you in. So the discounts on my usual buys. I love that from Raley's. Raley's actually gives me a voucher check that I can go in, and mines are usually high because my son worked for Raley's for a long time, Bel Air. So we shop there all the time. And then I could go back and spend like $40 in the store off of just collecting points, right? What about Chick-fil-A? Anybody been to a Chick-fil-A? And have you experienced pretty superior customer service? Tell me. Tell me if you have or haven't. And I'm going to wait a second just to get some engagement. Best customer service ever. There's something unique about Chick-fil-A and their customer service. I mean, they're like on it. Very good. Always very friendly. That's hilarious. And they're the best, right? Thank you, Michaela. I remembered that from last time, I think. Found out that I have, right. That's so great, right? They found out that you had something. And so they offered something. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, right? Again, service oriented, customer service satisfaction. I am a customer service oriented person. That's hilarious, Chuck. That's hilarious. You guys are funny this morning. You might be a little tired, but you guys are all funny this morning. I'm very customer service focused. Whatever my customer wants, period. Nordstrom's is like that. Nordstrom's Rack. Nordstrom is Nordstrom's, right? Nordstrom and Nordstrom Rack. Did you ever hear about the tires that the lady returned? Did anybody ever hear that about the news? The tires, she said she bought them there. You don't buy tires from Nordstrom's, but the customer's always right, right? Customer's always right. You can switch it to everyone. Yeah, Charles, if you're going to make jokes, everybody wants to hear them. And so they took them back. And yes, they literally take everything back. And you know what they did? They used it to their advantage. They put them tires up on the wall so that people could see, right? It's like Costco. Costco, right? Takes anything back. But the customer was satisfied. And because of that, we made the customer happy, right? All right, let's keep it moving here. Profit oriented. Obviously, we're in it to make a profit, everyone, right? We are there to make a profit. And so that is also a focus, all right? All right, so let me keep going. So can you see this? Well, let me see if I can change that to this side. These are segmentations. So when we're looking at our target market, we're trying to hone in on a segment, 1 or 2 segments, right? So this is different breakdowns and segmentations. Let me see if I can move my chat. So I don't know if you all can see my chat room or not, or your own chat. Okay. So what we have regions, right? Northeast, Midwest, Southwest, right? North, we have all those, right? But we also have county size, a certain population size, right? We have obviously male, female. We have ages, right? Education, how much education? We have race, nationality, life stages, income, household size, occupation, right? And here's the next slide. Personality values, lifestyles, comfort, right? Convenience, durability, economic, health, luxury, safety, status, all those benefits, right? Usage, loyal, all of these segments, and I'm going to go back again between the two of them. All of these segments we're honing in on, and we're trying to say, where does our target market really come from? What kind of financial income do they have? What's their money? How much money do they make, right? What age are they? You're going to market different to a 70-year-old male than you are to a 16-year-old female, right? You're going to market different to those people. So you need to know who your target market is and what segment they fall into. Where are they at? We're going to, obviously, in Florida, I'm not going to sell a lot of winter gear. I'm a Floridian. We don't know nothing about snow, right? I mean, I don't want nothing to do with snow right now. I'm heading to Tahoe in a couple weeks, and somebody said, well, when you start traveling to Tahoe and the weather, the bad weather, when the bad weather comes, or the snow weather, right, you have to have chains. I don't know what a chain is. I have a chain necklace. There's a chain on my purse, but I don't put chains on my car. I don't know anything about chains, right? So again, you're going to promote and market differently to people who are in Florida than you are here in California and even in colder weathers, things like that. Does that make sense? Right? Does that all make sense, how you're going to market differently to your segments? Somebody tell me. Yes, thank you. Somebody's listening to me. I know you all are listening. All right, so here's your niche market. And let me see if I can move this again. I'm going to move that down there. Target market, right? That's one or more segments that have been chosen as a focus, right, for operations. And your niche market, okay? This is a very small, narrow, defined market, okay? That's not being served so well, right? And so it's something you can tap into. And I'm gonna hone in on niche market for a minute and tell you this, bring up my camera again so those who watch me can see me. I've been in a niche market for a very long time. So I specialize in Social Security and disability law. I have been helping people who are disabled get their benefits for 15 years. It's an honor to serve them and to be able to help them be able to get their benefits. So I have a niche. I only service Social Security lawyers. They're the only lawyers I service. Commonly, I have in the past done some worker comp attorneys, but predominantly all I service is Social Security lawyers. All I copy are Social Security records. I don't really copy any other records. I've copied some medical records, things like that, but it's really, really little. That is not the basis of my business. The basis of my business is Social Security records. Because they say there wasn't a lot of money in Social Security records, because there was more money made in medical records, people just didn't really go after that business. So they left all that money on the table, and I said, well, I'll pick that money up. I have no problem taking that money. And I've had a very successful run for it for a long, long time until they took the paper away. But I still am the only person that pretty much copies Social Security records. So when they have a need, who do they call? They call me, and I go out there and get them. So your niche market, it's really can be very, very, very lucrative for you if you can find yourself a niche market. Absolutely. Yes. Color Spot Nurses. Oh, Color Spot Nurses. Chuck, you're still privately and you're hilarious this morning. But Chuck is pretty, he says he's not always PC friendly. So entertainment later, he says, entertainment later. All right, let's go. The marketing mix. Has anybody heard of the marketing mix before? Like a mixologist at the bar? No, not really. This is how we're doing. Yes, marketing mix. Do we know what the marketing mix is? There's another name that it's been called too. Does anybody know it before I go to the next slide? Anybody know? Does anybody know what else the marketing mix is referred to? Let's see. No? That's okay. Anybody ever heard it referred to something else? The marketing mix? Nope. Keep going. Tell me. Anybody out there? Nope. Nope. 4. That's my girl. Because that's my girl. Marissa, yes, the 4 Ps. Absolutely. And if you look right here in the slide, you see there's product, price, promotion, and place. So, and it's basically all those elements together. Like, that's what marketing is. That's the marketing mix. It's taking your product, your price, your promotion, and your place, right? So I'm going to go to the next one and here, let you kind of see it again. So there's the marketing mix. Again, let me move this guy right here. Product, place, product, price, and place, and promotion. So you're going to see me kind of look to the side at my notes a little bit so that I can make sure that I tell you the things I wrote down about what I wanted to share with you. So a product or a service. Products are tangible, right? Like we touch them. Like there's my phone, right? Here's my Ladybug coffee cup. That's my product right now, right? But products are tangible. And then there's the intangible of our service, right? And it's everything that's relating to the design of that product or that service, right? The style, also the warranty, right? So for a car, let's take the example of a car. They give us a warranty on it, right? It's because they've taken our car or a model of our car and run it through the desert. They've jumped it over hills. They've done everything humanly possible to the car to see how long the car can withstand till it breaks down. And then they give us a warranty up until that point, right? So this is what they do. They test. So you're testing your products. You're looking at the design. That's what your product piece is. Now the price, right? Money. How much is it going to cost, right? Not just the cost of it, but the time invested. How much time is going to take my customer to get this product, to get to me, right? And the convenience, how easy. So all of that, not just the money piece, but how easy is it taken? The other thing is for cost is your pricing strategy. Are you going to go wholesale? Are you going to go retail? Are you, how are you going to do that? What piece is that going to be for you? Are you going to be a business to business, a business to consumer? That's also a piece of strategy. How are you going to do that? So the place, this is all about your distribution, right? How are we getting it to the customer? How are we going to distribute? And in our model, our business canvas model, the channels of distribution, that's where the place talks about. Place can also mean the shelving. Marketers and companies who are in marketing departments and companies pay for shelf space and certain eye levels of the shelf, the end caps. That's also a placement for a product to be. So the end caps of a shelf get a little bit more attention than they do inside. And obviously in the aisles in the center, you're more right, like your focus is right there. If you've got to look up, it's a little more, looking down at the bottom, right? That's at the bottom is commonly where you find your off brands, right? And like who's right here? Your main players are right eye level, right? Lena, I don't know how your camera came undone. I'll cut it off now. Maybe you knocked it somehow. And so they pay for that as well. So the place and promotion. Now here's the advertising piece, right? So this is where we get to promote. We get to design how we're going to go out there and advertise. But who can tell me? Same for website location on a search engine. Yes. And next week, I'm going to talk more about website design, Chuck. So thanks for actually bringing that up. I'm going to talk about website design, maneuvering through the website to place your things. But obviously, right, how easy is it for you to maneuver and how they place certain things? The other thing about website, which I'll say really quickly, is you'll pull something, right? You'll pull something in you that you like. And then if you scroll down, they've got all these other suggestions, right, for you. And so that, again, is placement. The other thing about placement, too, before I move on to promotion, is when you're in the aisle to check out, you're in the checkout line. And right up there is all those funny little things, right? Anybody all seen those? Those are for you to just pick up. They want you to buy something. And children love them the most because now we've made it through the store successfully. I don't know how we've done it, but we've made it through the store, right? And Pulse. Yes, impulse items. And now my child, my almost 7-year-old, has found some more little toys. And of course, we want everything, right? Because we see it. It's the last hurrah before we are out the store, right? And that impulse buying, right, happens all the time, especially if you've been through the store and you're hungry now and you see, so we got about 10 minutes and I'm almost there. And you see a little snack or something and you grab it, right? Even that, so the impulse, right? All right, so promotion. Now we're gonna talk more about promotion next week, you guys, all right? And what I wanna say about promotion is it is about the advertising, but word of mouth, that is your best promoter, word of mouth, all right? So you wanna do as much as you can to provide the most excellent customer service possible so that your clients talk about you. Talk about you, talk about you, talk about you, talk about you, okay? So that is really important. And we're gonna go into promotions more next week. So let me get over here to click through. Market research. You're gonna be able to need to do market research, and I'm gonna move this down, here we go. And this is just analyzing. And there's different ways of doing your market research, okay? But you need to find out everything you possibly can. It doesn't necessarily take money to do market research either, everyone. There's a lot of free things that you can do. There's a lot of like monkey surveys, different things like that. So there are some free things for you to do, and I'm gonna actually move into the next couple of slides. But this is about finding the information needed to make a good decision, right? Here you go. You define the problem, and then you gather and evaluate information. That's the most simplest form right there, okay? Here's the other thing. Now let me move this over here. Here's primary and secondary data, okay? Primary data, that's data that you would do yourself, okay? Where you would go out, and it might be a little bit more expensive, but it doesn't all necessarily have to be. But look at the bottom at the examples. In-person survey, customer comments, observation, SurveyMonkey, online surveys, going out, testing your product, setting up a booth somewhere, asking questions. That's how you do your primary, okay? Your secondary, if you look at the examples, one thing that I saw is this eMarketer. If you go to any of those, right, and they should all link for you as well, and you can go and look at those. If you go in there, you can be able to kind of see what data already exists for your market, right? And so that's a secondary. That's your secondary information that's already been gathered. All right. So there's different ways to gather your information, and I'm just checking. Does anybody have any questions on market research before I move to the last couple slides? Nope, we're good. Nope, we're good. Okay, cool. Because we're almost here to the end. All right, last 2 slides. All right, the marketing strategy. Thank you. I appreciate the encouragement because we're almost to the end and I want to make sure I get everything, and I think I will. All right, so here's where I was like, I should have probably made this happen with the actual assignment. You know, I'm not perfect, you guys. This is what I want to acknowledge, and you'll hear me say this. You've heard me say it again, maybe earlier when I kind of messed up one time in one of the slide presentations I was doing, and I could have gone back and fixed it, but I didn't because I want you to know I'm human, right? And so I am seeing that this could have probably worked really well, but nonetheless, here we go. You still have more mission and visions to create with your group, and so we're moving forward. But here's what I want you to know. Overall, I think you all did very well so far with what you've delivered with your mission and vision and values. But what I want to say is that your vision is a bigger, broader statement. Not necessarily has to be a lot of verbiage or anything, but it is a bigger statement that shows you where the company is going in the future, what it hopes to do, what it plans to be able to see, right? The mission, however, is basically, why are we here? From the customer's perspective, right? Vision, where are we going? Mission, why are we here? Customer's perspective, right? And then your values, like what do you stand up for, right? Honesty, integrity. I'm a faith-based person, right? And for my business, my faith, everything I do with my words they're acronyms. They have meanings. Still Legacy is my nonprofit. Serve, teach, encourage, empower, and lead. That's the Still. It's 5, right? And the faith, focused, accurate, invested, timely, and above all, honest, right? Again, 5 So that's what I use. So those are my values, right? Each of those stand for personal values for me that I relate back to my customers, right? And so what I suggest for you is that if I made comments about maybe your values weren't quite right, to look into finding words and then expressing what those mean to you, right? So again, where do we see where we're going as the vision? Why does our business exist from the customers? And then you have these objectives. Now here's what's important about objectives and goals. They need to have some type of to-do behind them. So I have an objective. I've lost over 100 pounds. One of my students is a prior student of mine, and she knows my story. But in order to lose over 100 pounds, that was my objective, right? But I had to do things. I had to go to the gym. I had to meal prep. I had to be able to get rid of the sodas, right? Reduce the sugar, different things like that. I had to be disciplined in my actions to get to my objective. The same thing, right? That's what the objectives, you set these objectives and these goals in place, but you need to be able to tell me how you're going to do those. That's what the marketing strategy process is also about. So it tells us that there's another acronym that they use in the book, which is SMART, or in the slides that I have. SMART. Let your objectives be SMART. Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic. I love how this is all coming into 5. And time-based, right? Again, 5, right? Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-based, all right? So make sure that your objectives are in the SMART acronym, right? Or SMART. You have to have a stated time frame for each achievement. This is why I emphasize planning, dating, writing your dates down, planning, strategizing, putting a time frame on it, right? Very important. All right. And then just the whole marketing strategy is all of this together, right? And then how are you going to accomplish the objectives? Again, putting it into a strategy form. Strategy is all about A to B to C. It's not about I shoot and then I find what I'm going to shoot after. It's I aim and I pull the trigger, right? If you don't aim, where are you going? What's going to happen, right? You may not shoot your target. You need to be able to see your target, okay? All right, and the final slide that I'm going to end with, let me go back, is emotional intelligence. I see that this is kind of a little blurry, so my apologies. But I want you to understand the importance of emotional intelligence, okay? We have intelligence, that's the IQ, right? Do you see how little that is compared to the depth of the EQ, which is the emotional intelligence, right? So do all you can to learn about emotional intelligence. As an entrepreneur, as a leader, it is so important to have a strong sense of emotional intelligence, to have strong emotional intelligence. And marketing depends on it. I mean, they are honing in our emotions. I've posted some videos this week, and I really want you to take a look at them. They're very short, but please look at them. And there's an article about emotional intelligence and marketing. And I do want you to take a look at those, okay? And kind of see how marketing and emotional intelligence relate. Procter & Gamble is brilliant at it. Absolutely brilliant at it. So there's a Procter & Gamble correlation to the emotional intelligence. All right. Basically, emotional intelligence refers to our ability to understand the moods and behaviors of ourselves and others, so that we can better serve people, so that we can have empathy, so that we can be able to hone in on what makes the heart jump, leap, right? Making you think you're younger if you use this product, right? Or you're sexier if you do this, or you're smarter if you do this, right? They're masters at tugging at our emotions and getting into our pocketbook. So make sure you take a little bit more of that. What I need everyone to do for me very quickly as we take this last minute, I just need for you to chat in your chat box to me. Tell me one thing, hello, goodbye, something like that, just so what I'm doing is I'm taking roll. So go ahead, send it out to me so I see it. Pi is life. Go for it, everyone. Put something in there for me as we go out. Make it quick. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hola, thank you, goodbye, bye, there it is, let it go, keep going, it's my way. Happy Monday, thank you all. You have now earned your extra credit points if you've done this again, or your official 100. Adios, amigos. Yes, keep it going. Roll off, thank you, Chuck. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, everyone. I hope I got everyone. I'm gonna run through this list again and see, just so I can do it, because it's recorded and then I can go back and go. Yes, yes, yes. Wonderful information. I'm glad you liked it. Less than a minute. Keep going. Keep going. Boom, boom. And I think that's a wrap, my friends. Thank you so much to all of you.